It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. The sports fans are all nestled beside the 2K Sports broadcast as we bring you visions of NBA action this fine Christmas Eve. Ho, 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 ho. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Pacers.
And they're trying for their second win in as many games against these guys. They were able to exploit their advantages the first time around. They're out to prove that that was no fluke.
Exactly, and confidence so big in this league, Greg. You know that. You want to keep that upper hand against teams whenever possible. You can see they've got that look in their eyes. I mean, it's time to get busy and go to work.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Milwaukee with the ball after Indiana gets the three.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here is George. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
Now here's Morant. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And here's White following Ja Morant's three. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
A nice shot by George.
Nice release on the shot. George has put a lot of work into his mechanics. And I like the way he continues to impress from beyond the arc.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Here's Embiid. No good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And Oladipo has it in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Embiid. Here's White. the corner, Washington. Clock at 4. The three-pointer off the mark. Now White. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Down low, Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll. Actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer, and we talked about Anthony Davis and his impact on the game. Coach was concerned about Davis's defensive presence as well. He told me you can't only worry about AD putting up points. He's also one of the elite rim protectors in the game. The guy does it all, and he's not wrong. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And George has learned a lot, and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
Grant gets a wide open look. Knocks down the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to George. Toomboya gets a wide open look. And the Pacers can't get it to go. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by George. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Driving to the basket. Cans it from downtown.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
And Michael Redd gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Indiana. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Indiana?
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Now here's White. He's got 6. Clock is at 3. Little. Here's Achua. And he comes up with the deuce. Achua's got the lead up to 3 now for Indiana. Out left to the wing. Embiid wide open. And the 3 off target.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Little. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Some nice passing here by Indiana. The 3. And it's White missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Sinks the three-pointer.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Washington. Takes the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Back to White. Now, here's Oubre. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Morant outside. Pass to White. Uncovered. Here's Grant. Offline with his three. Pacers trail by 3. White drives in, and he makes good on the layup. White's got 8.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Embiid the screen. Here's Grant. Out to Morant. This one for 3. Pacers with the rebound. White wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Out of their last hot bakes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Here's Little, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Milwaukee in the lead. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. To the middle. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Oubre on the wing. Left side, Harris. Oubre on the wing. And finished off by Oubre.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Milwaukee now. Red with the ball. Pass to Nader. Back to Red. Shoots the three. Spellman, no good. And Michael Red gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Indiana trailing here. Now here's White. And here's George. Pass to White. Outside for George. The three-pointer is right on target. George has got 11.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Indiana out in front. They're up by 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go." Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And here's George. He's got 11. Clock at 6. Pass to Exum. Here's Doumbouya. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too. Pick and roll comes fairly easily to Embiid, taking what the defense gives him. He's a pretty intelligent baller.
Here's Exum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The kick out to Oladipo. The shot's good on the assist by George. Oladipo's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 13.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Back to Oladipo. And they double up Davis. Outside, George. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Davis can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Embiid. Back to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Outside for Davis. There's the triple. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And it's the Bucks on the break. Pass to Washington. Now Grant. It's deflected. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall, whipped my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Morant with it. And Doumbouya picks him up defensively. And stolen by White. Trying to end the drought. And White with the stuff.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in. And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Back to Red. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 2.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Poked away. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. 4 on the clock. Pass to Achua. No good on the 3. Here is Forbes. He got it up. Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts.
Wow. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Bucks on top as they end the third quarter on a 14-5 run. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, "I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys."
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Grant outside. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And White with the stuff.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Grant outside. Fires the 3. The shot missing. So the Pacers will take it the other way. It's Oladipo on the wing. The three-pointer no good. Bucks leading by 3. Morant surveying the D. Offensive rebound. Out to White. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Back to Washington. Shoots over to Mboya. Washington, that's good.
Boy, with good mechanics and a nice high release point, Washington has a pretty advanced mid-range game.
Back to Oladipo. Indiana moving it around. Over in the corner, White. Oladipo outside. To the inside. Embiid with the steal. Now Morant. Pass to Embiid. Over in the corner, Washington. No good on the triple. Pacers trailed by 5. White goes in. Misses from close range. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Outside, White. Back to Morant. With the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check with maybe a step out of his range.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Well, he's a stretch forward now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
George way outside. They can't stop the run with that one. Bucks leading by 11. Morant outside. Pass to Embiid. Back to Morant. And they double up Morant. Here's Grant. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Grant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Milwaukee?
Driving the lane. Morant outside. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 1:08 left in the game. Here's Grant.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bucks.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Nobody near George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. Pass to Grant. Right wing. Embiid from outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Hits it from three-point range.
You know, that's leadership. Doing what's necessary when it's necessary. Oladipo refusing to let the opponents get away with that.
So it's no